Venture Season 29 is here. Now, I'm going to give a little disclaimer. I always record these videos in advance. That's not usually a secret, but not everybody knows that. I work with Cav, who makes the website, runs Fortnite.db, and we get this all sorted so that I can get this video out as soon as the season begins. I usually don't mention that right away because it doesn't really matter, but I want to make a claim that Epic has been working on some stuff. We are expecting Flannel Falls over here to be the next season. The yearly timeline has dungeons coming out, and there are some leaks that lead me to think that they might be updating this at some point. We've known this since Flannel Falls got shifted and Frozen Fjords got added to the game, because having a fall themed season in spring makes less than no sense. So they also visually overhauled Stonewood, and Archer thinks that means it's did he say idiotic? You'd say it'd be moronic if Epic brought back Flannel Falls after completely visually refreshing all of Stonewood maps. I don't know about that. He's a little harsher than I am, but it's important to say that a lot of the Flannel Falls references I'm making might not be accurate, though the rewards should be. And the same disclaimer I make in every Ventures Rewards video is that these have not fundamentally changed since Season 4. What they have adjusted is the amount of XP. 1.9 million Ventures XP is needed to get to level 50. It used to be 2.3, and then it was like 2.8 or 3.1 before that. Who cares? It was a lot more, but nowadays it's a lot less, so you can actually get through Ventures quickly. A number I'll give you guys is, well, first off, let's say this season should be ending April 1st at 7 p.m. EST. I think daylight savings might shift that to 8 p.m. EST. I'll try to keep this updated as things go along, but it should be April 1st. You can always see the date in the top left here, by the way, so you guys can see that I got things correct, and that should be it. If it changes, I'll make an update on the spreadsheet. You guys can always see when I've changed it, but April 1st should be the end of the season. And if you are an extremely experienced player and you really know what you're doing, you can finish Ventures in 24 real-life hours. Those people grind hard. If you want an XP guide, link down below. There are going to be a lot of resources down there in the description. Be sure to check that out. I'll mention it as we go along. You can get it done in 24 hours. I've seen it done. If you're less experienced, playing casually, you can get Ventures done in 30 to 50 hours is usually what I say, which sounds like a ton. But as you can see, we've got 4, let's see, 8, 10 weeks to get through this. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days to play. That's almost 70 of them. So if you play Ventures for like an hour or two every other day, you should be able to get it done. That's not too bad. So it's pretty good in my opinion. If you were looking to grind out Ventures and get it all taken care of, you can get that done, taken care of pretty easily. And there are now, I don't know when YouTube added this feature, but you can make thumbnails for playlists, which is super clean. I've been doing some of them. I'm not done, but you can hopefully see the one standing out, and Flannel Falls is right here. So as I make videos on this Venture season, I've been putting them in here. If you want some loadout recommendations on what to use when you're playing Ventures, this has got you covered, and I'll add videos to this as needed. As far as I'm aware, all of these older loadouts are perfectly relevant, so you guys can use these and get some good builds going. The modifier for this season is escalation, so basically every 30 eliminations, a blast of something happens. There's an elemental burst that can do damage. You can, let me see, damage boost to your ability damage. There's another one that stuns enemies, freezes, makes them dance. There are a number of different modifiers, and it expands from all your commanders. So you and all your teammates burst. I don't know if that includes defenders. Some modifiers have interacted with defenders in the past. In fact, the Hexylvania season has the close range modifier, where 2 tiles away, they just take significantly reduced damage. But that includes defenders. So defenders can be like spots of boosted damage. It's kind of weird, but that also makes it so that your defenders aren't useless when they're trying to kill stuff. But I actually don't know if that explosion comes out for them. But it's a pretty passive modifier that you can mostly forget. So a lot of these loadouts are kind of just generic loadouts, and it's why I haven't made new videos on this in 2 years, because it's just run a teddy build. I don't know what to say. In Ventures, you can't control your weapons, really. You can't pick your perks. You can't make a build that's optimized. You just kind of have to work with what you got. And I don't know what weapons you're going to get. So basic shotgun builds, melee builds, farming builds, that's pretty much what I recommend, because ability builds, they're consistent. They're consistent. And that's what makes Ventures extremely boring. You are kind of forced to do the same-ish thing every season. I don't mind restarting, fundamentally. I think playing from the beginning is great. I have a lot of weapons I really enjoy playing with, including accidentally launching Minecraft, and that's great. I'd love to use these. Force me to craft them at a lower level or something, but it's just not the way Ventures is currently set up, and I don't want this video to devolve into a Ventures rant. So, finally, let's talk about what the rewards actually are and why you'd want to grind ventures if you're still on board. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see the rewards summary. These are the basic rewards just from leveling up to level 50. You can get a core reperk, a weapon voucher, a hero voucher. We'll talk about all this. All the supercharges, which are more relevant now than ever before. Flux, which is really good. And then a bunch of evolution materials and perk up and tickets, which is all great to see. So you get all of these things as you go along, and these are the main rewards. At level 13, you get a weapon voucher. That allows you to get something early. So if you go to your collection book and you go to the event schematics and you find something really cool, say, let's go to the black metal set. Say you really, really like the Metal Marauder, but you need a weapon voucher. That is what these are for. They are awesome. You basically just get stuff early. I caution you not to save it forever. The only way to waste a weapon voucher is to never use it or get something that's about to come out. So I have two references. First, the weapon voucher video, link down below. Always read the pinned comment on my videos. I really don't like spending 40 hours reshooting, re-editing, re-recording an entire video just to update one thing. So if they nerf the discharger into oblivion, I don't want to remake that video. So I pin a comment suggesting to not put your weapon voucher to the plasmatic discharger, disregard that part, and enjoy the other 40 some minutes of that video. It's packed of useful information, and consult the timeline as you do it. So watch my video, get some suggestions, and make sure the item you're looking to unlock isn't about to come out. Stoneheart Farah would be a really, really bad hero voucher right now. She's going to be out in a couple of weeks. Don't waste it right now, because at level 20, you're going to get a hero voucher. You're going to want to use it. You're going to know she's amazing, especially with all the bows, but especially with the vacuum tube bow. That thing is a monster. That chain lightning can proc her effect, so you can hit a bunch of enemies at once. In fact, can I quickly and smoothly go to my crap folder and pull out my little diagram? I think I can. There we go. This is how good Stoneheart Farah is. Your vacuum tube bow hits an enemy, branches out her ability 5 times in the commander, then 6 times with the chain lightning, then each of those chain lightnings activates her ability again. It's really strong. So anyway, hero voucher is at level 20 in ventures, which is pretty easy to get. The way that you get Ventures XP, as I said, I record this early, so I can show this in Frozen Fjords right now while the season is still live. As you play missions, you get Ventures XP. Again, my guide on how to get Ventures XP efficiently, link down below, tells you how to do that, but at level 20, you get a hero voucher. Then, at 16 and 22, you get Flux. In my opinion, Flux is nowadays more useful than vouchers. Flux unlocks some of the strongest weapons in the game, like the pop shot, and it can be used on heroes interchangeably. It's really, really effective, and my Flux guides, of course, are linked down below, right alongside my voucher guides. Flux can get you a very, very long way. Increasing the rarity of an item that you already have is great, but unlocking a new one is awesome, because not every event item is voucher only. If an event item is in a llama for that season, or I think it's just llamas for the most part, you can flux it early, and that's great. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Level 22 is usually, if you're just a casual player, probably where you can stop grinding ventures. Everything past that is still useful rewards. You'll get, perk up, reperk, all things that you want. There are good resources down here. But for the most part, the key items are all superchargers. If you are looking to make your weapons 14.5% stronger, if you're looking to raise your power level past 130 and get up to that maximum area, around about 145 at the max, you were previously going to be focused on Survivor Superchargers, but Epic has decided that a 3.5-year grind to max out your power level was not enough, and they made it more like 6 years, which we're all super happy about. So nowadays, hero loadouts now matter for your power rating. It's a number that doesn't really mean anything. You do have more health and ability damage by supercharging support heroes, but it's not really impactful in game. It's just a visual change. So max power rating is now fundamentally useless. If you are power rating 140, you're good. Don't even worry about it. You're fine. But we all worry about it. So it's important if you have a level 12. Wait, what? Why am I using a 12 power base? I didn't even know that. Is this a build I used in Frost Knight? Did I have a level 12 power base? That's hilarious. I might have been proving a point and then just forgot. Where's my higher rating one? Is he in a expedition? Do I need to go hunt for this? Or is it because I'm already using him, I can't find the replacement? Is it because I put him in here? Oh man, this is like a live surprise. Where is he? I don't have a leveled up power base Nox? What? Why? Where'd he go? Who did I recycle on accident? If that doesn't prove my point. point. I could not have proved my point better, that you do not need to level up your support heroes. All right, I mean, this is the guy where we did Flame Grill only Frost Knight. I apparently used a power level 12 power base Nox. That's incredible, because you still get the support perk. It doesn't change anything. I never run him in the lead, so I guess I just never noticed when I recycled my main copy. However, if you are a perfectionist and you want max power rating, you do need to supercharge all of your support heroes, which is not a system I would recommend. I get maybe supercharging your commander should affect your power rating, but telling us that we need to get 25 more superchargers just for these support perks is crazy, because as I literally just proved, it is not even necessary. So anyway, that's a new thing. Survivor superchargers are no longer all you need. You will want hero superchargers if you're seeking that max level. Now, a caveat to that is that we need like 64. How many survivors do we need? It's a lot of superchargers. We need 320 survivor superchargers to max out our power rating. And that was factored into the rewards adventures. So we, as of now, again, there might be an update today. I don't know that we are going to get more hero superchargers. They're just less common. They're 20%. So anyway, that's the level 50 rewards. That goes all the way up to here. If you're just looking for power rating, I used to tell you to stop at 46, but now you need to stop at 49. Oh no, the weapons supercharged inside your backpack matters as well. I kind of glazed over that point because most people who are grinding endgame can get 144 copies lickety split, but that is something I should factor in. It's the 3 crafted weapons in your backpack. It has nothing to do with your personal schematic. So if you were dropped a high level item back when item dropping was enabled, lucky you. So anyway, past that, Ventures levels just repeat. So level 51 all the way to 60 give you, reperk, drop serene, whatever. I think that 1200 reperk is well worth one more Ventures level, as you do get more and more XP per level. So once you're in the level 40s of Ventures, it's like every 2 or 3 missions you're leveling up. It's actually pretty quick at that point. So you can go all the way to 60, but then it just loops. Level 61 is another 1200 reperk, and then you can go into the hundreds, as some people have. Now, if you're in the early game of Ventures, on the left-hand side, it tells you when you unlock stuff. So your very first Ventures quests are down here, and we'll get into that, are going to have you running missions that can be completed in any zone. But very quickly, you're going to be required to be in a level 23 zone to run those missions. Well, if you're grinding Ventures for the first day, and you only do the level 15 missions, which there is an important order to do those, you will find yourself at level like 7 or 8. You're not even going to be high enough for 23. In my opinion, waiting until shop reset and then doing another set of level 15 missions is an efficient way to move forward, but you can continue grinding those same level 15 4x missions or run a level 5 or a 10, whatever. Is 10 even available down there? I don't even know. It doesn't really matter because you're going to have to grind pretty hard unless you time it. So if you don't play Ventures at the beginning of the season, but maybe closer to tomorrow's shop reset, you can play Ventures for your hour or two, do the level 15 missions, shop rolls over, maybe you spend some V-Bucks with code Mista at your checkout, then you can start to grind those extra missions, unlock those level 23 zones, and then the other important one people always ask about is Ventures level 43 is when you can see the 140 missions at the end of Ventures. So, quest progression. These are the quests on the left-hand side. As I did not grind out all Ventures this season, I can show you what these kind of look like, at least for last season. You have the directive quest line, eliminate, destroy, weapons. All of these are extra things you can do. They give you extra Ventures XP to help your grind. It'll make things go a lot quicker. And they have some extremely good extra rewards. That's where people tell me, bro, you only get 1 core perk per season. And I say, nuh-uh, you can get one over here. 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 Extra hero and weapon superchargers, survivor. I think there is even one more trap supercharger, are all down here. So these are at the end of your quest lines. You want to do these. And the order of operations is pretty important. I say this in every single season because of the mission quest line. It's going to have you run any quest at all, any mission, it doesn't matter. But then it's going to have you do a fight the storm. Then it's going to have you do retrieve the data. So your first couple Ventures missions, do not run a retrieve the data. And for your very first mission, do not run fight the storm. Run like a resupply. Resupply is the best starting mission. Again, I'm not level 1 in Ventures, so I can't show it at the smallest zones. And there isn't even one in here. But resupply missions don't require any combat. And even build a radar grid are great candidates to just have 0 combat, super chill, just farm up for your very first game. I think that's how everybody should start. then do a fight the storm mission, then do retrieve the data, and this is where I was talking about level 23 zones become a requirement, and your grind is a little halted for the time being. So that's pretty much how you want to start ventures, and that's everything on this page and what it's telling you and why we grind ventures all around. So there you go. Links down below to useful resources on loadouts, how to grind, you know, vouchers, flux, everything in between, and that's it. I hope there aren't too many big surprises tonight. I don't think so. That's why I'm recording this video anyway, but if there are some major flaws in this video and I have to re-record it, I'll do that right away. But if history repeats, everything I just said should be at least helpful information. So that's it. I'm out of here. I'm probably live on Twitch, link down below. If I'm not, give me a follow. I'll see you next time, and that's it. Subscribe, like the video. I'm gonna go drink some water, and you should too. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, everybody.